my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing sort of showing you how I get ready for a night out and what glam makeup I use to go on a night out. So if I'm going on a night out, I will be using the Nivea for Men, and it actually makes your base really tacky and just preps your skin really well and holds your makeup all night. So I'm just going to put this in on my forehead and just on my cheeks, pretty much everywhere. And that just leaves your face feeling nice and tacky and glowy. Next I'm going to be going in with Benefit Porefessional. That's just literally in sort of these areas. I get quite pore prone, so you just need a tiny dollop. I'm just going to fill in my pores. And you just want to sort of push that product into your skin. So next I'm going to be going in with foundation, and I use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in the shade golden beige, and I just use that along with my I think it's from Juno & Co, which is a microfiber sponge. Now this one's going to be a little bit dark for me at the moment, but usually when I go out I do have a tan, but as you can see I'm not tanned at the moment, but it doesn't matter, I'm not going anywhere. Pop that on. I don't like to put too much on to start with. Less is always more, and you can always add more if you need to. And I'm just gonna buff that in. Now my nose never holds product very well, so usually I buff in my foundation, and then whatever's left on my sponge is what I go over with on my nose. Just because if I put too much on, it seems to go cakey and then it slides off my nose. So because it's quite dark at the moment and my neck is very white, I'm just gonna put some on my jawline, and then I'm going to drag it down as far as I can, just so that you can't see the difference between the white and the dark. Don't forget your ears either. Okay, so now I'm just going to go in with some Fenty concealer. This is in the shade 110, and this is quite a thick concealer and it dries quite fast, so you have to be quite quick with it. So I always highlight my whole face, but I just work in sections so that it doesn't dry and leave marks. Buff that out, kind of down and out, and over my eyelids to prime them, ready for eyeshadow. So I know on camera it looks like it's extremely highlighted, but it is just the lights in this room. In the mirror it's given a nice highlighted look. Once it's all done, I'll show you a close-up and I won't look so crazy. Just going to put a tiny bit there, a tiny bit there. Okay, now that's done. I'm now going to go in with some cream bronzer. My favourite is by Chanel. So I literally just go in, pop it in, twist it to pick up some product, and and then I tap it off on my hand just to make sure that there's not going to be lots of product, and push that product into my cheekbones. And also onto my forehead as well, just around the perimeter. So now I'm going to bake, and I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder, and this is in the shade Butter. So I just pour some into the lid, and I am going to bake my under eyes. So I just buff it out as the product would have started to sink into my under eye lines. And I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques brush, which is just their contour brush, and just press it under my eyes. Also in the crease of my nose here, as in this part here it tends to crease a lot for me as well. A bit on my chin and on my forehead. So just use whatever's left on my brush and set it. Now I'm just going to go into that powder again, tap off the excess. I'm just going to set the rest of my face. Now I'm going to go in with eyebrows. So first of all, I'm just going to go in with my spoolie and just brush my eyebrows up. Now I'm going to go in with my Benefit Brow Styler, and I'm just going to use the wax end, and I'm just going to fill my eyebrows in to make them a bit more full. Now I've got the product in my eyebrow, I'm just going to brush that out so it's not as thick. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to dust off my bake, and so I'm going to go back in with that contour brush again, and I'm just going to sweep it away. Now I'm going to go in with a setting powder. I use the Urban Decay All Nighter. So I'm just going to spread it all over my face, fan it for a second. And I'm just going to take the bottom of my beauty sponge, I'm just going to dab that in. So now I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder. And I'm just going to go in with the top three, and just mix them all together. Tap off the excess, and I just swoop that over my face. So for eyeshadow today, I'm going to go in with the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette, which is absolutely gorgeous. She's done an amazing job on this palette. So first I'm just going to take my Real Techniques base brush for my crease. I'm just going to take the shade Soothe, and it's in the matte shade. So I'm just going to dip in like so, and then I'm going to tap off the excess, and I'm just going to buff that into my crease. I'm just going to make sure that I buff that up really high so it's nice and blended. So I'm going to do the same again in the other eye. So now that I've laid down my crease, I am going to go back in the same shade. I'm going to focus it rather than buffing it out. I'm going to do a halo eye today. So I'm just going to focus it right in the crease. Slightly darker and more defined in the actual crease. So now that's done, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and I'm going to take the packing end of the brush, take the matte shade in Ritual. So I'm just going to dip into that. I'm going to focus it on either end, so I'm going to focus it on the end and the inside of my eye to make that halo look. Just going to run that through the crease. So as you can see, the colour is here, here and in the middle of the crease, leaving right the centre of my eyelid completely bare. So now I'm just going to go in with the second eye, focusing on the inner, the outer and the crease. I'm going to go back in my buffing brush and buff that out. Alright, now that's all blended out, I'm going to go in with the Aura matte shade here. So I'm just going to take that on my finger and I'm just going to tap that in the middle of my eyelid. And then I'm going to take it again in the metallic shade, which is this one here, with my finger again. I find that when you use your finger it just packs on all that much better. So sometimes I'll leave it like this, add some lashes, but normally on a night out I want to wear glitter. So the Tati palette does also have glitter, so I'll just take Aura again in the glitter shade with my finger. And you do not need to use glitter glues. So you just take glitter on your finger and you tap onto the area you want to apply, which in this case would be in the middle. Now that I've applied my glitter, I'm just going to go back in with the Anastasia on the defined side. And I'm just going to buff over that glitter just to make sure that it's nicely and there we are, that's my eyeshadow done. So next I'm going to go in with some more bronzer, but this time powder. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion along with the Gerard Cosmetics No. 2 brush. What I love about this bronzer is it's not powder, but it's not cream. It's kind of like a doughy in-between texture. So I'm just going to go in with that, just lightly tap it, and now I'm going to bronze my cheekbones. You want to really go in a No. 3 shape, so you want to start up the top of your forehead. Just kind of go like that. Oh, it's just a little bit either side of my nose as well. Now I'm going to go in with my blush. This is the NARS Orgasm blush, and I'm just going to use another Gerard Cosmetics brush, and this is in the brush No. 3. Now I literally smile and I brush it on. Brush that on all the way up to my hairline. And then I also just put a little bit over my nose. Now that all my powders are done, I'm just going to go in with some brow gel. I use the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter, and this will set your eyebrows like bricks. So just wipe that on, brush them up so they look more hairy. Just define the tail. Next I'm going to go in with the Jeffree Star Supreme Frost. This is in the shade Wet Dream. Quite a golden glow. If you don't like glittery highlighters, this is not for you. The Supreme Frosts are very, very glittery, but I quite like that. So tap off the excess, and then just going to put that where I want to highlight. As you can see, that's just a nice sort of wet looking glow. Now I forgot to do my inner corner highlight, so I'm just going to do that quickly. I'll go back in with my Tati palette. I'm going to take the metallic shade here in Aura with my finger. I'm just going to place that on the inner corner of my eyes, and that just completely opens up and brightens. You can see the difference there already. Now I'm going to just do a little bit of mascara and then pop some lashes on. This is the Revolution, the mascara Revolution, pretty good. So I'm just going to go in with some lashes. I can't tell you what these ones are, but I believe that they are from MUA. They're just nice and big and fluttery. And I do reuse my lashes all the time, as long as you keep them clean. So the lash glue that I'm going to use today is the Duo. It's the black one. It doesn't come with an applicator. seem to prefer this one. I do have two. I've got the Duo Lash Glue in white, and this one's got like a stick applicator. I don't really like that. Just want to put a generous amount on there. And then just let that dry. Not completely going to as tacky. Does anyone else just get covered in makeup? And as you can see, as I've done my makeup over time, I don't look like I've got massive white bags under my eyes. So when I think that's ready to be applied, I'm just going to give it a little wiggle to make it fit my lash band. So once you've got that stuck to your eyelash band, you just want to pinch your real lashes and the false ones together, just to make sure that they're bonded together. And there we are, that's my first lash applied. If you're new to false eyelashes, you can get eyelash tweezers to help you apply. I learned how to put lashes on without the tweezers, so I find it easier just to use my fingers than use tweezers. But if you are starting out with lashes, then just be patient, keep applying. I thought that I'd never be able to apply false lashes, and now I can do it as quick as that. So I'm just going to apply the second one. Get my glue. If anybody would like a little in-depth tutorial on how to apply fresh false lashes, how to cut them to the shape of your eye, just let me know, I'd be happy to do that. So now I'm going to apply the second one. And I'm just going to do the same again. I'm going to clamp my real lashes and the false lashes together, just to make sure that they're properly bonded together. And there we are, that's my eyelashes applied. I'm just going to apply some bottom mascara as well. If you get mascara on your skin, you can just go in with a spoolie like this. When it's dry, gotta make sure it's dry, just scratch it gently and it will come off, and it won't take any of your makeup off. You don't need to whack the wipes out or anything, just a quick scratch and it will come away. Right, now for my lips, I usually wear a Jeffree style liquid lipstick in the shade Mannequin or Celebrity Skin, but they are currently at my old flat, so I'm going to use today a combination of Gerard Cosmetics. I'm actually an affiliate of Gerard Cosmetics, so I'll leave an affiliate link down below if you wanted to buy something. They're all amazing products and I'm proud to be an affiliate. This is in the shade, this is a Hydro Matte liquid lipstick in the shade Everything Nice. And just because I want to make it a little bit more nudie rather than pinky, I'm going to go in there with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Naked Liquid Lipstick, and this is very, very nude. I could not wear this on its own. So I'm just going to go in on the centre just to brighten it up. That's all done. So now I'm just going to go in with another lot of setting spray. Just fan that out. And that's all done. So I'll show you up close. So this is the finished look. We'll go into the sunlight. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you want to see anything, please let me know. Please leave a comment if you liked what you saw today. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.